more tombs with pharaohs and mummies. What's that I can see down there? Ah, mummy!
Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed that Oscar award-winning acting, but let me tell you, this video is a movie. Now, Egypt for me has always been a lifelong dream since I was a kid, as you can see in the video there. So much history stems from Egypt. But anyhow, let me stop fanboying and get straight into the video. And our starting point is Cairo. And our first night was spent getting some grub.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Cairo's kind of lit. But yeah, right now we are in Cairo. We're gonna hit up, well, you probably know what we're gonna hit up because you've seen it in the title. Hopefully it bangs. Yeah, right now we are in accommodation. Yeah, first night was decent. Just, you know, settled in, to be honest. Had some food, you know, just the standard stuff, to be honest. But yeah, now we are about to get started on this, you know, quick trip, you know. So yeah, Egypt's been sort of like on my bucket list. I'm really excited to be here. There's so many things I want to see in Egypt. So yeah, looking forward to it, and I'm gonna take you along with me. You ready, bro? Yep, this is the Stardust Crusaders. If you know, you know. And we're about to walk like some Egyptians. Now that thing over there is Tahrir Square, where most political demonstrations for the recent revolution were held. It's generally extremely well policed even to this day, for reasons that I'm not too sure of, and I'm not going to speculate. I wonder where we're up to next. Well, actually, we're on the way to a wonder of the world. The last remaining original wonder of the world. The Great Pyramids of Giza. Seeing the Great Pyramids for the first time was something that I will never forget. It was incredible. I've always dreamed of seeing them. We hired some horses, and of course, we got bumped. Yeah. We obviously paid over the price that you actually should pay, but it was still relatively cheap anyways, so it was fine. But definitely the way to go if you're exploring the Great Pyramids for the first time. It's crazy view right now. Crazy. Now, of course, I had to do a little reenactment. The pyramids are fantastic. When you get to the top of them, you can see an awesome view.
Hey!
The Tyre pyramids were made about 3,000 years ago.
Hey, come on,
They were tombed to pharaohs and mummies.
Oh, hold on.
What's that over there?
Oh,
mummy. And yes, indeed, the pyramids were fantastic. And it was even better to see in person this time. Built as tombs for pharaohs, constructed from millions of limestone and granite blocks. Fortunately, there were no signs of Dio, so yeah. This is life goals, right? Can't even lie to you. Man.
The pyramids are fantastic.
Now I know, clickbait, we didn't actually climb the pyramids because, well, that is illegal and we don't want to be put into prison. But we did climb up a little bit and sit down on ancient history, which is over 4,000 years old. So, yeah, that was pretty crazy.
This is like for the whole world, this is heritage.
Football heritage.
It is?
I'm literally like touching history, man. I'm literally touching history right now, which is crazy. And I might be touching a hospital if I'm not careful. Because as you can see from my face, the heat is cooking me. Literally. The Great Sphinx of Giza is the thing that's right behind me. It's a massive statue with a body of a lion and the head of a human. Look at this. Crazy. Now we're off to see the stepped pyramids, referred primarily as the Pyramids of Giza. It's about 20 minutes taxi from the Pyramids of Giza. It's the oldest known pyramids in Egypt. I think it's about 5,000 years old, 4,500 years old. and it's a key predecessor to the smooth-sided pyramids that we saw in Giza. So this is the oldest. No, this is not the oldest one. This is just
this is the oldest one.
Oh, this is the oldest pyramid.
one.
Oh, I'm not sure if this person is allowed to be showing us the basements of these step pyramids. We saw some interesting stuff there. But yeah, that ends our busy day in Cairo. And I managed to take something off my bucket list. So yeah, eventful day. And now we are on to our next stop. It involved taking a flight to Aswan. And this is the Nubian Palace. And this accommodation was, yeah, quite interesting, but the view was incredible. Hey, this accommodation's mad, you know.
Actually, you know what? It's the same property.
So today we're going to Abu Simbel. Where we actually? Abu Simbel, yeah? What? 3-hour trip. So yeah, I'm gonna sleep in the car. Hopefully it looks good. Now we're off to Abu Simbel, and yeah, if you have a partner, maybe skip this part because your significant other is going to be expecting a lot from you now. This was built by Ramses II, and yeah, the big tomb is for him. Well, obviously, of course, he is that kind of person. And the smaller one is for his wife, Queen Nefertari.
How many years Ramses II?
Fun fact, this isn't the actual Abu Simbel. Technically, the original Abu Simbel was underwater. They managed to excavate most of the pieces and bring it to the surface. So yeah, you are technically seeing the original Abu Simbel. And it was built on the surface for us to explore. Evil, whatever.
That's
and then
2
these,
days a year. It's gonna be like this.
That's nuts.
Covering up only this part of it.
No, but that's a sundial. That's like, no, like
It's still crazy though.
It is. I agree. Now that part was super cool because twice a year, around February the 22nd and October the 22nd, sunlight would penetrate deep into the temple and illuminate 3 of the 4 statues. So yeah, pretty cool. And since they've brought it back to the surface, it still lights up twice a year, and tourists come to see that. So yeah, it's pretty cool, and I thought that was quite an interesting fact. This is King Ramses II's tomb, and he loves himself so much. That's why all of these guys, they're him right here, and yeah, the rest of this I'm gonna do in voiceover. So now it's time for us to leave Abu Simbel, go back to Aswan, which is another 3-hour journey. Our accommodations were super cool as they gave us an authentic Aswan experience. We had tea with the hotel owner's family. His aunt literally made us tea, and we were speaking about how living in Aswan is, and things that they experience on a day-to-day basis. Shout out to Luffy. I know we aren't in Alabaster, but yeah, I got to see a crocodile. Yeah, they actually raise crocodiles. It's like a family tradition, or it's like an Aswani kind of tradition. Also learned some of the language of the people of Aswan, so that was quite cool as well, from a real teacher. So yeah, that ends our time in Aswan, and we are on to our next spot, which was like a 4-hour car journey again. But I guess you could say I'm home because we are in Luxor, home of the Valley of the Kings. Alright, so little check-in with you. Not been doing that enough. I think it's just been too hot. We've basically been facing like 35 degree, 37 degree temperatures. So forgive me for not getting the camera out. But I will say that we have done the pyramids already so far, which is an amazing thing. Something that I've wanted to always, see in my whole life. And we've seen Abu Simbel. Yeah, now we have made our arduous journey to Luxor. Started from Cairo, went to Aswan. Now we're here. We are going to see quite a few things, but I'm going to have to get some shot. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Now our first day was spent posing at the Karnak temple and the Luxor temple. Kind of finding our bearings. Again, it was like 38 degrees, so super hot. Yeah, the Karnak temple is the oldest religious site in ancient Egypt. It was pretty interesting, and it was cool seeing it. This is Karnak temple right now. What did you say? It was the spiritual...
Yeah, this is like their main religious area.
Yeah.
It's where the earth was created,
What he said.
if you believe that.
Yeah. This stuff is like 5,000 years old. Look at these guys, man. Not enjoying the history, man. What is this, man? The oldest part is basically this gate here. It's new. As you go down. Yeah, it's lit, boys. Second biggest like spiritual place other than Angkor Wat. It's pretty wavy. It's huge. Oh, why did I wear black? Why did I do this? We are now in Luxor temple, which is quite cool. As you can see, it's crazy. Feels like I'm Indiana Jones out here, but quite empty at the moment. But yeah, you can see all these like massive statues here. Like, crazy. So to end day one though, we of course had to get a little Nile cruise. Sorry that this is the first time I'm mentioning the River Nile in this video, but yeah, it's super important. Did you know that ancient Egypt was called the gift of the Nile? The Nile's annual flooding allowed farming in an otherwise desert region, and creating one of history's earliest and most successful civilization as a result of that. But yeah, enough of history. We got to see an amazing sunset to close off another great day. Now, on to the next day. Being trafficked wasn't on my bingo card list for Egypt. Yeah, right now, we are getting smuggled. We are on a boat. We're off to do something quite interesting, or we might not make it there because we're getting smuggled. But yeah, we're up at like 4 a.m. So, yeah. But yeah, here we are. We're going on a hot air balloon ride over the Valley of the Kings. Yeah, I know, crazy. We managed to make it on a hot air balloon. We're going up here. What's the name of that film? Yeah, it's up.
Yeah.
We're going up, innit?
You're fully guessing.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me you can identify something.
Oh, yeah. This is fun. To witness the sunrise from the air like that was an unforgettable experience and something I really recommend to everybody to try. It was super affordable at like £30, so yeah, a couple of Nando's meals or whatever you munch, so you know, go for it. I definitely recommend it. After that, we were basically dropped off at the actual Valley of the Kings, and we explored a lot of the tombs. I think visited maybe like 8 or 9 of them. You have to pay for them online, and yeah, it was interesting. So this is the temple of Ramses IV. That game, the snake game, isn't it? Yeah, just go to there. Still Ramses 5 and 6, but like this tomb is crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy. If you're a fan of the Mummy films, there is a tomb that was based off the films, I believe. No, I'm joking. For real, there are actually some famous pharaoh tombs there, like Tutankhamun and Ramses II. Some tombs contain false doors, hidden chambers, and blind tunnels designed to fool thieves. And yeah, we're not trying to steal anything. So yeah, we didn't get trapped. So this is the temple of Hatshepsut. I definitely butchered the pronunciation of that. Tomb of one of the great female pharaohs ever. She became a pharaoh and impersonated men. She's kind of like the OG Mulan if you think about it. Anyways, it was like 40 degrees that day and super busy. So we dipped pretty quickly. We got in and out. So we did a lot in Luxor. We did the Karnak temple, the Luxor temple, the Valley of the Kings, the air balloon ride, and a Nile cruise. So yeah, a lot was done. And then we had another 4-hour journey to our next destination, which was Hurghada. All right, so we made it to Hurghada. You can see the beautiful waters behind me. And see what we get up to, but it's probably just going to be quite chill for our last leg in this trip. And yeah, I hope we enjoy it. But you can see beautiful waters next to me right here. So we'll see what we get up to. Probably not like too much, but yeah, we enjoy it. So yeah, after all that traveling, after all that touring, we decided to have a more relaxing end to our trip. Just kidding, we hired a speedboat. So we were trying to do snorkeling, but imagine, we ended up seeing dolphins.
Alright, they're swimming towards us. Crazy. Wow.
Hey, do a flip.
Look, man,
Look how close you are to these things, man. Wow. And we didn't just see dolphins. I ended up swimming with dolphins. The captain told me, jump off and just swim with them. And I ended up swimming with them, and I ended up seeing them dive into the water like this. I did lose my action camera, but to be honest, it was worth it. And yeah, I guess the dolphins were really no face, no case. Yeah, losing action cameras seems to be a thing I am regularly doing nowadays. Get that video. So we just did snorkeling right now. I lost my GoPro. It's a bit deep, but I got the shots of the dolphins at least. And yeah, man, it was sick. And I got to see the dolphins, but yeah, man, I lost my GoPro, so it's deep.
I think we're just gonna dry up.
Okay, bye. Shout out to the captain, he really did dive deep into the Red Sea to try and rescue my action camera, but yeah, it wasn't possible. But yeah, shout out to him anyways. Yeah, not gonna lie, I was feeling myself. I was listening to the Narcos theme in my head right there. I'm meant to be a pirate, I'll be honest. But yeah, that ends an incredible trip traveling through Egypt. We managed to hit Cairo, Aswan, Abu Simbel, Luxor, Hurghada. 5 different places, all within the space of 6 days. And it was a truly unforgettable experience. I learned so much. I managed to tick off so many things off my bucket list. If I had to give some final thoughts, I would say Egypt was very inexpensive generally. We did take a lot of cars from city to city. They were long journeys. We made sure to hire like big vans, so we all kind of got our own space and we were able to sleep as well. Yeah, it was a great trip. We didn't manage to see Dio. I think he was shook. yeah, I guess I wish I could make time stand still because I enjoyed Egypt so much, and I'm sure I'll be back there. I would say maybe don't go in the summertime because it is very, very warm. So yeah, keep that in mind. I would say my favorite place, of course, is going to be the Great Pyramids. To see a wonder of the world, I was so impressed. And yeah, I for one can say Egypt, I will never ever forget. Hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, make sure you like, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment something interesting, I guess. Comment a country that you want me to visit maybe one day. And yeah, in a bit.